Hey guys, before we hop into your video, I wanted to tell you guys about my new partnership with BetterHelp. If you haven't heard of it, it's an online resource in which you can find your very own friendly local neighborhood therapist, no matter where you are in the world. You sign up, and within 24 hours, they match you with a licensed therapist that's right for you. And you can talk to your counselor every week via phone or video chat, and you also have the opportunity to text them in between sessions. As most of you guys know, I am also a licensed professional as well as a mental health advocate, and sometimes in these readings, very in-depth topics come up that are very intricately related to mental health, and it's for that reason that I offer this resource to you guys. And if you know anyone that can benefit from them, or if you yourself can benefit from them, I suggest you take advantage of them. The information to sign up will be in the description box below, but let's go ahead and get into your reading. Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your February 2020 as above general energy reading and whatnot or whatever. I feel so much better now that I got all that stuff out that I needed to say in the video that I put out before this one. So my energy is clear, my friend. I hope you're doing fine. So anyhow, we're going to go ahead and pull a card from the Work Your Light Oracle. I cannot talk to, and I'm sorry, I keep looking over here because I'm, the video that I just did is rendering. Anywho, but we're going to pull a Work Your Light Oracle to get a card to shine some light from your past lessons and experience into your present and into your future. And with the as above readings, they're linked to the so below readings that are over there on Vimeo. And what we're looking at is kind of like what's going on above the surface, like your experiences and how the energetic influences this month are influencing your experience, as well as blocks and things of the sort. And then on Vimeo, we look at the shadow aspects of that. Don't know why I felt led to explain that, but hey, I'm here for it. So anywho, let me get one card for Capricorn, please, Spirit. One card for Capricorn. Ah, man, ain't that something? Before I turn the camera on, I look right at that deck, and something was telling me, I'm saying something, it was legit Spirit, but one of my clients gifted me this. It's the New Orleans Oracle deck. I've been hearing about this deck legit forever, but one of my clients gave it to me. I love all the people around me, man. I love gifts. Everybody always gives me gifts. I can't handle it. But I felt led to pick a card from here for you guys. I don't know why, Cappy. I'm just going with it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to get one card from here. I'm not going to include this in the spread. I'm just going to, okay, or two. All right, growth and gratitude. Those are two close cousins that are super dope. And this is rather fascinating. Your past influence energy is unbound. It says releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. And that's exactly what it is that I talked about in the Aquarius season video. So you may want to watch that if you have not already. But that's exactly the work that we're doing collectively up until March. And I would go as far as to say that gratitude would behoove you throughout the process, and the reason for it, the why behind your experiences, is for the purpose of your own personal growth. But I'm just going to read these to you super quick and then hop into the rest of your reading. Where are you? Okay, with growth, it says, you are growing to trust yourself more. You are becoming more aware of your intuitive feelings and guidance. By allowing yourself the time and flexibility to acknowledge and honor these feelings, you are supporting yourself in having the best and most fulfilling life possible. Stopping to ask yourself how you feel about something as opposed to what you think about something can make all the difference. Sometimes what feels right may not be the next logical step, but inevitably it will be what is for your highest good. I dig it. And gratitude. Haha, second line gratitude. That is hilarious. This is my city, people. This is my freaking city. Second lines most certainly make you grateful for life. Moving right along. Second line parades are a staple of New Orleans culture. The uplifting music and dance signify prevailing circumstances through celebration. Whether in celebration of marriage, death, or just the good times in between, second line parades always emphasize leaning on gratitude and appreciation because all is never lost. Makes me think of the song by Coldplay, Everything's Not Lost. Moving right along. This card signifies that it's time for you to remember to celebrate. Sometimes looking at the big picture and all of the steps between the beginning and the end can make it seem like you're on an overwhelmingly endless journey. Giving yourself the time to enjoy any accomplishment, even if it's just the fact that you're still trying, is reason enough for celebration. The more that you tap into your gratitude and appreciation, the sooner you will see things moving more quickly in your desired direction. Feel the music of life and dance a little. You're on your way, and you always have been. I like this damn deck. I like this. I like this deck, and I like the chick who wrote it, and I don't know who she is. I never met her. We live in the same city. I think she lives here. I'm not really sure. But I dig that. That's princessy vibes, man. I dig that. That's beautiful, man. I probably shouldn't have put those up, huh? I really like that. It makes me think about, and I feel so corny quoting myself, y'all. I feel so corny. But it makes me think about the woke book. You know what I mean? Because that's the whole premise of it. Is like with the beginning part of the book, it's like the whole purpose is to not just look back at past experiences that are less than stellar, but it's also to celebrate your accomplishments and seeing how much growth. So what this is saying to me, Capricorn, and I love how this could end up being a whole reading just with these 3 cards, but damn this intuition. Okay, moving right along. But what this is looking like to me is as if you need to give yourself more credit. You know what I mean? It's like you've come so much farther than I think you're giving yourself credit for. And this is more or less a message to you from spirit, like giving you an unction in a sense to look backwards and see how far you've come. And for me personally, that's how I define success. I define success as looking at where you were, looking at where you are now, and what you did to get from there to here. That is success. That's my definition of success. It's not about accolades or levels or, likes and followers or notoriety, celebrity. It's not about any of that. Success is what you did to get to where you are now. So, I mean, literally, if you're struggling with anything, sadness, depression, anxiety, if you, have a business or a goal or something like that you've been working towards, or even if it's in your own personal development, it's like you have many successes that we have a tendency to overlook. Because I know, with the human mind, we have a tendency to highlight the negative, right? So a person, like 20 people could tell you that you're pretty or you're handsome within a day. And the one person who says that you're ugly, God forbid if there's someone who just comes up to you and just says, hey, you're ugly, right? The one person who says that you're ugly, you'll harp on that. You know what I mean? And you'll completely overlook all of the other positives. So I feel it's really the message for you guys is to give yourself more credit, because I really feel, and for those of my Capricorns who do have the woke book, I can assure you that once you guys are done, I really feel that you're going to clearly see like a tangible outline of your successes and accomplishments and seeing how far you've come in the last 10 years. So let's go ahead and hop into these cards. We're going to pull a card for, okay, the theme for the month. We have the Three of Swords. Then we're, okay, or not. We're doing a past influence. Sweet mother of goodness. How are we going to separate these? All right. Bam. I think I might do them like this. Let's do 2 and 2, damn it. Ah, ha 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 ha. That's even better. I'm digging it. I'm here for this. Overall theme for the month, past influence, your roadblock, and then this is the possibilities for the month. Is it raining? It's raining. So anywho, so the overall theme for the month, we have the Three of Swords. It's not saying that your theme for the month is going to be heartbreak. No, I don't sense it in that regard. What I feel is similar to how it came up for my Aquarius. And congratulations on having the highest views from last month, by the way. But I feel it's your mind attacking your heart. So it's thoughts that are affecting your feelings. It could be, again, much like how I said in Aquarius, self-imposed limitations. It could be past pains. Ooh, okay, we're just going to get straight to the doodad with this here. And this is just like Aquarius in essence. So in so many words, Capricorn, the things that plague you at present, what you're feeling emotionally at present, they find their roots in your mind. Two things that are of utmost importance is one, when I speak of glass ceilings, I mean that in the sense of a lack mentality, which is what I'm seeing with the Five of Pentacles from your past influence. Now, this can be a mental space. I feel it heavily as a mental space, like a mindset. But in a physical sense, this could be a loss of a job. So that's the two main things that I'm feeling. For one group of people, this is a mindset that you guys have been grappling with. For others of you, it's a loss of a job, you know, and fears in reference to finance and so on and so forth. But with both, I'm seeing that the truth of why it is things transpired the way that they did past tense, and this can be, I mean, for mindset, it's probably going to be distant past. If this is something related to a loss of a job, this would be more recent past, like within, you know, the last, I mean, it could have literally been yesterday, a week, a month, and so forth. But I feel for both of you, the thing that you may not be aware of is that with this Unbound card, you were being released, right? Specifically for my people with a job situation. Or even if it's even being kind of shunned and ostracized, whether, you know, friendships, a group of people, what have you, whatever the case, those of you where this is like a job loss or a physical place that you're leaving, you are being set free. So I feel that coming into February, you guys may be feeling as if you were rejected or shunned or set aside, or how could this happen, so on and so forth. But the truth is that you are being set free because this thing or these people were acting as a blockade. Now, for my people where this is a mindset, I feel that you guys are not aware of the fact that you've been set free from these chains, meaning, in a very literal sense, that you have the will, the power, the ability, and the resources available to you to overcome any mindset that is presently plaguing you. So you are no longer in bondage, like in a very literal sense. Like you have been set free energetically, but I feel that your mind has not yet caught up with the truth of what's happening. Therefore, it's misleading you emotionally, right? So your mind is telling your, if we put this in a illustrative sense, your mind is telling your heart that we're not good enough, or we don't have enough, or things are never going to work for us, and look at, you know, XYZ. And specifically, if you guys are feeling kind of paused or in God's proverbial waiting room, in a sense, that would make sense, because that's in accordance with this Aquarius energy going into the Pisces energy, because the physical liberation or the manifestation of the energetic liberation won't be clearly seen until March, after the retrograde, when Mercury goes direct, right? Now, coming into what our roadblock is, it's two things, but they're both good. These are two things that don't have anything to do with you per se. With the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Wands in the reverse, the reason why you guys, well, kind of backtracking of what I just said, the reason why you guys have not seen the tangible evidence of things hoped for is because all of us are in the same boat where we're waiting on divine timing. So it is not yet the season. So collectively, all of us are in a season of pause and reflect at present. And as I said previously, this is going to continue until March. And specifically, it's March 9th. So the 9th of March is when Mercury goes direct. And of course, we have post-retro shade and things of the sort. However, I'm confident that by the end of March, you will begin to see the manifestation of the fruits of your labor, as well as a shift in your situation. I feel it's imperative to note here that, and this is very complex, and I'm saying this, and know that as I'm saying this, I'm aware of the difficulty of doing such a thing. But there's a need to trust the process and to trust spirit and to stand firmly on what it is that you know, right? You aren't being punished. Everything is always working for your highest good. It always has, and it always will. That has not changed. It will not change. It's just as I said in the Aquarius season video, that you're presently standing in the is not before the manifestation of the is. You know what I'm saying? So this is more or less the resistance, the lack, anything that you see that's not in alignment with that which you called in, that which you intended, that which you willed. The resistance or the lack is a testament that what you have asked for or that which you have called in is on its way to you. So going into the possibilities for the month, we have the Knight of Cups and we have the Empress. And this is just so gosh darn good, you know what I'm saying? Because what this says to me, like I said, by the end of March, and the Empress to me is a card, well, of course it does. Because not so much Libra, but with it being aligned with Venus and Taurus and Taurians, we are spring babies. So what this is saying to me is that when I feel towards the end of this month, although I feel this Empress card more as an energetic thing here. I feel that there's going to be news that's going to come in, a message that's going to come in. I don't necessarily feel this in reference to like romance or anything of the sort. It's possible. I just don't feel that. But I feel that news is going to come into you guys by the end of this month that's going to kind of restore your hope in a sense. However, it's going to require you to stand in faith in a sense in this Empress energy. So it's more or less to focus less, and that goes into the whole message of like the season of focusing on the is as opposed to the is not, even though you don't see the is. So if we were to look at the Five of Pentacles and the Empress in stark contrast to each other, the reason why this energy is here, the reason why your heart is being attacked by your mind, is because your consciousness, your energy, your focus, your creation power, all that good stuff, right? Because you're a manifester, you're a creator. It's being focused on lack, don't have, still not there, you know? And the key is shifting it over to full on abundance, right? The challenge in all of this is trusting in the unseen. It's believing that this is coming. That is the biggest challenge, because it's very easy to look at. I love when my little things come up because it's something specifically I need to tell you guys. It's very easy to look at what we see around us in the 3D realm and to go off of that and call that truth and call that reality. But, and this goes into my belief with how I see life. And as a reference, we could use the Our Father's prayer. Like in the Our Father's prayer, it says, on earth as it is in heaven, right? On earth as it is present, right? We look at this Empress energy with this being a major arcana. If we see this as a very like high level spiritual energy, this is the is. What we see on earth, and this can be as micro or as macro as you want it to be, is lack, despair, famine, murder, you know, like prejudice and war and, you know, like oppression and, you know, all of these horrible, horrendous things that we see in day-to-day life, right? But I'm a firm believer in the fact that everything on earth as it is in heaven, meaning everything in the 3D realm is merely a byproduct of what is in the spiritual realm, right? So when you talk about what you want to focus on with your creation power, you would want to focus on life. You would want to focus on what is, because everything on planet Earth is either in the process of dying or it's already dead, because everything that manifests here is the past tense of what is in the spiritual realm, right? So in essence, everything here is under an aura of death and dying. Everything is on the way out. Everything is falling away every day, right? From the moment that they cut the cord, meaning your umbilical cord, from the moment that they cut the cord, you start to die. From the moment that we're born, we're in a process every day of slowly dying, right? We're born to die, in so many words. But the key is, with your creation power, with your focus, with your consciousness, what you focus on reproduces, but it reproduces after its own kind. Therefore, if you focus on the lack, if you focus on the death, if you focus on what you see in 3D, which is a byproduct of the truth of what's really going on, death can only beget more death, right? So if you want to shift your perspective, if you want to shift your energy, you focus on life. You have faith in what is unseen, but what is, right? And therefore, life can beget after life, right? Dead things have nothing for you but more death. And if that's always been the focus up until this point, then what would it kill you to try? What would it kill you to, you know, humor yourself with the idea of focusing on life? You know what I'm saying, Cappy? But anywho, I'm going to go ahead and throw these here dice of resonance so you can go ahead and ask a yes or no question if you would like. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and pick the cards for the extended. We have Gemini. The answer to your question is yes in a few months. We have Aquarius. I was just talking about your energy, Aquarius. Then we have Mars or male, and then we have coworker or boss. So Aquarius, Gemini, yes in a few months, coworker or boss, and Mars or male. And then we're going to throw the dice that have no name. Divine timing, my friend. Go easy on yourself. Get your mind in check. Focus on life. Two paths lie before you, life and death. Choose life. Just saying. Moving right along. So, wow, we have Aquarius again. If you guys have not watched, we have the number 8. I talked about that in the Aquarius video too. With this intention, do I hereby create, which in essence would be the number 8 sideways, which is the infinity symbol. You'd have to watch that video to get it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what planet that is, which is why I have my trusty little key here. Where are you? Under all of the papers from the last video I did. And let's hope that we don't have an avalanche. Oh, no avalanche. Don't judge me, Cappy. Don't judge me. If you saw what was going on over here, you would judge me. All right, let's see. What planet is that? Oh, it's Uranus. That's a spiritual ambassador planet. And what it says about those good old spiritual ambassador planets is we're talking about the golden aura, Christ consciousness, agape love, unconditional love, and things of the higher vibrational sort and what's not, or whatever. Moving right along. You're being challenged to become more than human. A call for change and growth. You had the growth card. And our consciousness. Didn't I talk about consciousness? I'm just saying you better watch that video. Moving right along. Your motivations are shifting from personal to spiritual. The pilot, hashtag Ace of Wands, upright. The pilot of your soul's evolutionary drive or desire is attracting outer events and situations into your life that reflect the inner needs. Hashtag 3 of Swords. Moving right along. These provide the stepping stones for your spiritual growth. Hashtag growth. Hashtag get the woke book. Moving right along. Specifically for Uranus. It says, mental understanding of the higher planes of consciousness. There goes that word again. My word that I made up that describes me and all my peeps. Intuitive intellectualism. Realization that you are a walking miracle, spirit and bone, heaven on earth, a walking paradox, applying practical methods to intuitive wisdom, because that's what we do over here in Wakanda. I love y'all for coming up with that. We're at 26 minutes. I'm not doing too bad. For the number 8, your major arcana for this month is the Strength card, and it says deep-seated inner longing for symmetry and harmony. Are we souls having a human experience or merely happy accidents, byproducts of evolution? Only you know the answer to that question, my friend. So let's go ahead and pick your cards for the extended. The first card we have is the Tower. Dun, dun, dun. I'm being so extra. Then we have the 6 of Swords. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, I'm going to stop doing that. And, oh wait, I almost did it again. Then we have the King of Wands. Then we have the Page of Wands. Isn't that something? Then we have your hidden block. I mean, not your hidden block, your hidden enemy. And this can be mindsets. This can be people. We have the Etsy Queen. And then we're going to pull another shadow aspected card from the Dark Mirror Oracle. One card only, Spirit. One card only. She's your queen to be. Okay, sorry. I'm really on one today. Obsession. This is fascinating, Capricorn, because as I was going through these cards, I was thinking about something that came up in my notebook from 2008 that I talk about in the other video. And it's like a whole manifesto that I have in there. And as I was putting those cards out, I was seeing like one of the lists that's in there and the reflection questions that I had in there. And I wrote this whole little manifesto on the new moon, and one of the reflection questions with the new moon was asking something in reference to obsession. So since that's relevant to you, my friend, I don't know how a notebook from 2018 is so relevant right now, but we're going with it. So I'll read that to you guys in the extended, but I'm going to go over to Vimeo. If you're about that life, follow me over there. If not, it's totally cool. I still love your freaking face. But I will see you guys soon and later. Deuces.